I came across this article on Mediaite.com. Senator Scott Brown, Zings, Santorum. Getting Secret Service was the first time he actually used protection. I have to admit, when I read the headline, I'm thinking, yeah, the Tea Party's the one that should have been using protection when it came to their support of Scott Brown. Yeah, Scott Brown. Just like one of those guys that goes to a bar, the only thing on his mind is getting laid. Yeah, he used the Tea Party. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Not even a box of chocolates or a dinner. Republican Massachusetts Senator Scott Brown took a shot at Rick Santorum on his opinions on birth control during Boston's annual St. Patrick's Day breakfast. Brown observed that both Newt Gingrich and Rick Santorum were getting Secret Service, which he found notable for former Pennsylvania senator. I think it's the first time he actually ever used protection. Crowd erupted in gas. Brown was cheekily alluding to Santorum's belief that birth control gives people a license to engage in sexual lifestyle that is not how things are supposed to be. The breakfast event is traditionally served as a roast for politicians. A staunch Romney supporter, Brown was one of the GOP's frontrunners' earliest endorsers. The Massachusetts senator once introduced him at the CPAC as one of Republicans' brightest lights. My very, very dear friend. Watch Brown, Zinger of Santorum. Yeah, because why? Because they have the video of the event. Ooh, baby. Yeah. Scott Brown. Yeah. Yeah. The Tea Party. Yeah. It's going to have to be checked for sexually transmitted disease after their support of Scott Brown. I remember right after Scott Brown got elected and the Tea Party found out just what it was all about to support him. A lot of disappointed people, yeah. A lot of disappointed people. I thought he cared about me, man. Really, I thought he cared about me. Should have been using protection. You really should have. You better be careful. Politicians like that do have sexually transmitted diseases. They really do. And they've been known to affect the mind of the voter. But I honestly have to admit, Elizabeth Warren is running up against Scott Brown in Massachusetts. Oh, yeah. She's one of those Ted Kennedy-type Democrats. You know who's going to get their ass whooped in the upcoming election, yeah. And it's not going to be no S&M election. Oh, no, no, no. No, it's not. Scott Brown's not going to enjoy this spanking. He thinks riding on the coattails of one Mitt Romney is going to help him get the Republican election. Yeah, it's going to help him win that senator seat back in 2010. He's got a sad thing coming. He truly does. Now you think about it. Massachusetts is one of the most liberal states in the country. At a time when you did not, seriously, people did not want Obamacare passed. They didn't want it. Democrat and Republican alike. Scott Brown was that one vote that was going to decide not to get it done. They had to obviously break every law in the books in order to get it passed, and they did. It'll go through the Supreme Court. Supreme Court will go for it. Why? Why not? Because we have two unconstitutional Supreme Court justices sitting on the bench. One of them happens to be Elijah Kagan, yeah, totally involved in the whole Obama She won't recuse herself, we all know it. But you got Elizabeth Warren, a dyed in the wool. Oh, yeah. She's a real, true Massachusetts Democrat. They're going to elect her hands down. Because you're not going to be able to ride on the coats of Mitt Romney to get your ass elected in Massachusetts. It's just never going to happen. People in Massachusetts are not happy with Romney Care. Not even remotely close. So, I guess the real joke's on you, isn't it, Scott? This is an old adage, and I never forget it. What comes around, goes around. And you better believe it's coming full circle right back on you, Scott. It is coming full circle right back on you. Well, I'm Tim Donovan, and I'm on the right. You want to know where I am? Just look to the right. You're going to see me. Reminding Scott Brown how things are very reciprocal. Yeah. What comes around absolutely goes around. Here on the right side of Kenny Bunk.